Hey, Jimmy with Cuff and Stuff. Well, today we got another good one for you. I've been wanting some brisket, and I keep hearing about how well the Pit Boss does with brisket. So I bought a little flat, 3 pounds, nothing huge. Nobody gonna be here but my wife and I. That's plenty for us, and sandwiches later. So stick around, see how this cook turns out. So hang tight. Okay, well, here's what I have. This is just over a 3 pound brisket flat, okay? This was something I found at the grocery store. Actually, when I bought this one, I bought 2. It has not been frozen. Now, this is choice. It's not prime. Okay, so I'm gonna put them in the pan. This is a little half pan. So you see, it's got some marbling to it. The other side does have a little bit of fat cap on it. That's okay. It's not very thick. The heat comes up from the bottom, so I may see if I can slip my knife. There's a little ugly piece right there. There's another one. But generally this thing's pretty clean. So I'm really pretty much gonna leave it alone. So let's start with the backside. I'm just gonna straight up season this one. We wanted a little brisket, and to start with, let's put some of Uncle Steve's cow powder on. What you say? Now, first ingredient in this is black pepper. You know how Texans like black pepper, and I just happen to like it too. So, and this is a fair size. I probably am not gonna go heavy on it. Also, you know it's coming, right? Here we go. South Texas red, right? You know I'm gonna get it in here if I can. And so let's just put a little South Texas red on it. Now this is wet enough. Looks like to me it's gonna stick, and I'm really not that big on binders anyway. So let's get him seasoned up on the top side. Make sure down the sides, all the way around. Come back with the South Texas red and big chunks of pepper in here. I like this South Texas red. That just adds a flavor to it. It's hard to beat. All right, and that's all there is to it. I'm just gonna let him hang out for a little bit. Let these flavors meld together while the grill's coming up to temp, and when we put it on, I'll bring you back. Okay, well, we're up to temp. We're about 250 degrees here on the Pit Boss. The metal container over here, don't pay it any attention. I'll tell you all about that later. All right, so let's take our brisket. I'm putting it fat cap side down. I'm gonna put it right in the middle, and let's stick that right in the middle. That's my temperature probe. Got anything left on here? Let's just dump it. There you go. All right, close him up. Okay, we start the timer. Now we're gonna monitor the temperature on both. And when we hit about 160 or so, we probably are gonna come back and wrap it, but I'm gonna check it long before then. So, stick with us. We'll be back. Okay, 2 hours in. Let's check on it and see what we got. Oh yeah. This is starting to get some color. Let's see where we are temp-wise. 140. Yeah, a little over 140. All right, we're gonna let her rock and roll. We'll come back in about another hour, check it again, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, the pit boss says we've hit an internal of 160. We are 4 hours, yeah, almost, in on this cook. So let's check it and see. We'll confirm that temperature. Good color. Yep. Yep. 160. Okay. So let's pull it off, take it over to the table. Okay. So now you're gonna find out what this little gadget was for. This, I have Waygu Tallow in here that has been heating, and I'm just going to take and spread this out on this paper. I want it to cover the spot where that brisket flat's going to go. All right, so we're going to take this brisket and we're going to lie it face down. Now, I like this stuff, so I'm going to drizzle just a little bit on the back side. This fat cap is just about completely rendered off, so I'm going to put just a little bit of this Waygu on it. All right, now let's take and I'm going to fold this up and over like this. Now remember, the top is on the bottom. I'm going to make sure we've got it folded nice and tight and fold it over like that. And look at that little tight package. See how that goes? All right, I'm going to take this, put it back in the smoker, and when I do, I'll bring it back and show you what we're going to do with it. Okay, well, here we go. Let's put it back in. Right back where it was. I'm going to stick that back in. And we're going to keep an eye on it. And when we check it next time, I'll bring you back. Okay, well, the pit boss is saying we're getting close. So it's time to check. Let's open her up. Oh yeah, that paper soaked through. That's for sure. All right, more than temperature, I want to poke a hole in there and see. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's like sticking it in butter. Okay. All right. I'm gonna agree with the pit boss. It's time to pull this out. Let's take this off and take it over to the table. All right. I've put it in this half catering pan. I'm gonna take another one. I'm just gonna lay it over the top, okay? I'm gonna let this sit at least 30 minutes, maybe a little longer, we'll see, before we unwrap it. And when I unwrap it, I'll bring you back. Okay, well, here we go. We've let this rest probably 40 minutes, 45 maybe. Let's take and see if we can unfold this out of this paper and see. Oh my goodness, look at this. Well, tell you what, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take some slices out of this. Now, that was gonna be a little bit at an angle that way, the way the grain ran. So I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna do it fairly thin. It's a pretty good knife, a pretty good edge on it too. So I'm gonna cut us some fairly decent slices. Now again, this is all flat, so you don't have any fatty point pieces in this. So let's see what we got here. Falling apart. Not bad smoke ring. It does have a little smoke ring in it. It's just as tender as it can be. I mean, look at that. It just pulls apart. Only one thing left to do. Let's try it. Okay, here you go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. She's hot. That's brisket. Oh my goodness, that's good. Well, there we go. Another win for the pit boss. Man, I quit talking about pellet grills. This is nothing but good food that's turning out with one. So there you go. Thanks for hanging around. If you haven't already, hit the circle on this side. I'll have another video for you over here. Until next time, hang tight.